Chapter 3. Adjectives and Degrees of Comparison. An adjective is a word that tells us more about a noun or pronoun, including its quality, quantity, and position. Example: his car is new. Kinds of adjectives. Adjectives of quality describe size, color, shape of a person or object. Examples: fair, tall. Adjectives of quantity refer to the quantity, how much of a thing. Examples: some, much. Adjectives of number tell how many persons or things are meant. Examples: 5, several. Demonstrative adjectives point to a person or thing. Examples: this, that, these. Interrogative adjectives ask questions. Examples: what, whose, which. Possessive adjectives show possession or belonging. Repeat. Examples: my, our, your. Proper adjectives are formed from proper nouns. Examples: Indian, Buddhist. Emphasizing adjectives increase or decrease the effect of the noun they are modifying. Examples: utter, absolute. Participle adjectives are verbs used as adjectives. Examples: running train, flying saucer. Nouns as adjectives. Some nouns are used as adjectives. Examples: diamond ring, stone wall. Position of adjectives. Attributive position. An adjective is placed just before the noun in an attributive position. In such a position, the adjective describes the noun. Examples: he is an intelligent boy. She is a beautiful lady. Predicative position. An adjective is placed after the linking verb, such as be, become, seem, look, appear, and so on in a predicative position. Examples: you look handsome. He is happy. Note: very often when several adjectives are attached to one noun, they may be placed after it for emphasis. Example: the prince, fearless and determined, came to the rescue of the princess. In certain phrases, adjectives always come after the nouns. Examples: heir, apparent. God, almighty. Formation of adjectives. Adjectives can be formed by adding suffixes to words. From nouns, nouns, suffixes, adjectives. Boy plus ish, boyish. Care plus full, careful. Gold plus n, golden. Dirt plus y, dirty. Sense plus less, senseless. Play plus full, playful. From verbs. Verbs, suffixes, adjectives. Cease plus less, ceaseless. Commend plus able, commendable. Tire plus less, tireless. Degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison are different forms of adjectives. Adjectives have 3 degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, and superlative. The positive degree is used when no comparison is made. Example: he is a good boy. The comparative degree is used when the comparison is between 2 objects or individuals. Example: she is a better swimmer than him, is usually followed by than. The superlative degree is used when more than 2 persons or objects of the same class are compared. Example: he is the best in the class. Superlatives are always preceded by the comparative degree. Comparatives are formed by adding er or more. We add er to short words and we use more with longer words. Example: big, bigger. Small, smaller. When we use comparatives, to compare two things. We usually mention both the things, or we may mention one and the other is implied. We often use than after comparatives for clear understanding. Examples: He is taller than you. She speaks louder than her partner. Can you run faster? You can speak louder than this. Could you jump higher? Sometimes we use particular words before comparisons. Much, a lot, a bit, slightly. Examples: The 2-bedroom house is much cheaper than a 3-bedroom house. The gold watch was a lot more expensive than the ordinary watch. The cutlets were a bit more spicy than the vegetable rolls. This journey was slightly more tiresome than the previous one. When we compare two things and one is directly related to the other, we use the. Examples: The slower you eat, the better will be your digestion. The harder you work, the better you will do. Superlative degree. We use superlative forms when we compare more than two things. Examples: Gracie is the most active girl in the class. Neha is the tallest girl in the group. Points to remember: We usually use the before a superlative form. Examples: The hottest planet, the most comfortable bed. After the superlative forms, we use of when we refer to a period of time and in with places. Examples: Raghu is the poorest man in the village. Rashi is the most successful dancer in town. Double forms of the comparative and superlative of certain adjectives. There are certain adjectives which have forms of comparatives and superlatives as shown below. Positive: late, old, far. Comparative: later, latter. Superlative: latest, last. Old, older, elder. Oldest, eldest. Far, farther, further. Farthest, furthest. Their usage: late, later, latest. These words refer to time. Examples: The train was late. I had left the stadium. I met him later. This is the latest news on the issue. Latter, last. They refer to position. Examples: The designer brought 2 proposals. The client approved the latter proposal. I was the last person to reach the field. Old, older, oldest. They refer to both persons and objects. Examples: This building is older than the next one. My grandfather is the oldest member of the club. Elder, eldest. They are used only for persons and specially for members of the same family. Examples: Abhi is my elder brother. Tanima is the eldest of all the sisters. Elder is not used with than.